are the smallest instruments in the world, like the world's smallest grand piano that I couldn't even play with my fingers, or the world's smallest violin that's actually playable. I'm gonna try these absolutely tiny music products, then put them to the ultimate test by making the tiniest song. This is the world's smallest automatone. To play normal automatones, you use their stem to play notes. Then you can squeeze their cheeks for a little more fun.
What did he say?
But we have the world's smallest automaton right here, and it is tiny. These tiny automatones don't actually have a stem that you can play. You can still squish their cheeks, which is kind of the best part. It actually has a little button that plays melodies. This one is insane. This is the world's smallest fully playable grand piano. You Sonic the Hedgehog fans will be excited. This was actually made by Sega in 2007. These tiny pianos go for around $600 now. I couldn't figure out how to use this thing, but then if you slide this back, it actually shows you your controls. Okay, I'm gonna turn this thing on. Nobody told me this was a player piano. I thought you just played the notes. It was playing the notes by itself. All right, I have a problem. Everything on this screen is in Japanese. Okay, I think this should play a song. Yo, this is playing a song right now. This is a player piano. What? This is so cool. I didn't know you could play while you... I put the piano in play mode, so now when I press the keys, every single key on this piano plays the right note, but it's really hard to play with my fingers. I had to get a pair of chopsticks just to play one note at a time. Let's try to play chopsticks with chopsticks. This is definitely one of the most impressive tiny instruments I've seen. It even came with a bench. Next up, we have the world's smallest electric guitar. I mean, look how tiny it is compared to a real guitar. Also, notice how this guitar has 6 strings. This Loog electric guitar only has 3 strings. It also has its own built-in speaker. That's cool, you don't even need an amp. You can literally play chords with 1 finger. With 3 strings, this makes it so much easier for kids to play. Loog also makes a tiny amp to go with it. Let's try it out. All right, powering on. It's kind of good. It actually sounds great, and it can get pretty loud. This guitar is gonna be really good when we make our song. Thanks so much Loog Music for sending these out. These are sick. This is a tiny accordion. I have never in my life played an accordion, so we're gonna experience this together. To be fair, when I bought this, I thought it was this small. Okay, I have no clue what I'm doing. You guys can flame me in the comments. I think I put my hand here. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Whoa! Oh, you're supposed to press this air valve button to let it sucks better and blows better. All right, then we have buttons over here. These are all chords. I don't think I'm holding this right. I don't know, maybe I am. Somebody tell me in the comments, is my thumb supposed to be in this hole? I'm really scared to use this in our song. This is the world's smallest ocarina. Believe it or not, this tiny little piece of plastic can actually play some good music. It has 4 holes on the top, 2 on the bottom, and I guess we're gonna try to play notes like this. This actually works great. This is a normal sized ocarina. You can see they're totally shaped different, and this one has a much lower tone. But this tiny ocarina can play the same amount of notes. Ooh, that's loud. If you practice the fingerings, you could play any song with this. Next, we have the world's smallest drum set. Okay, these say finger drums on them. Let's turn it on. Okay, so we just got a drum show. There's a D and an F button. What is, stop it, stop. I thought I got a drum set, not a zoo. Oh, hey, it's actually really responsive. There's no hi-hat. Okay, well, at least we have drums. We need drums for our song. I think we can make this work. This is a mini saxophone. It's literally made out of plastic and rubber. This is a normal alto sax. Look at it compared to this little thing. This saxophone actually uses a plastic reed instead of wood. Okay, let's try this thing out.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, don't judge me. I'm a clarinet player. Okay, this kind of sounds like a dead animal, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, this isn't really a saxophone. It's missing a lot of keys for my pinkies and some other spots. I can't even play a song with this. I don't like this thing. I don't know how we're gonna use it in the song. Let's go to the next instrument. This is the tiniest rubber piano. In our last video, we actually tried out the full-size rubber piano. Okay, this should be pretty simple. It's a piano. What? Oh, there's an on switch. Okay, so it works. The black keys work too. I'm kind of impressed. Let's see if multiple keys work. Okay, so you can only play one note at a time. The rubber piano also came with a rubber guitar and a rubber drum pad. Okay, let's turn these on. You could have kept going. I was kind of vibing with that. All right, let's try this. I already like this more than the finger drums, I'm not gonna lie, because it has a hi-hat. You can't play two drum notes at the same time. Okay. Calm down. Dude, how are you supposed to play this guitar? It doesn't finish the scale. I can play Stranger Things on it. Wait, no, I can't. This is the worst. This is the worst one. Okay, this is the smallest Dance Dance Revolution arcade machine. Apparently, this is fully playable. It has the little arrows that you step on and dance with, but we're gonna be doing this with our fingers, I guess. I saw this and just really wanted to try it. Okay, I'm turning it on. Play. It works! Whoa! My fingers are dancing, bro. Oh no, I missed one, dang it. Okay, that was pretty sick. I might be able to sample that song that we just played a little bit into our song. This is the world's smallest music box. I love that it's clear because you can see inside how it works. Whenever you crank this handle, it spins this little barrel, and the barrel has little grooves that pluck these metal fingers, and each metal finger is tuned to a certain note. So when we crank it, it's kind of creepy. Seeing how the insides of a music box is actually pretty cool. This tiny instrument is called the Plantwave. Plantwave uses these two electrodes to measure the difference in a plant's electrical conductivity and turns it into music. Basically, it makes a plant play music. The Plantwave came with these sticky pads so I can actually stick these onto the leaves. Just gonna peel this plastic off. All right, I'm sticking this pad onto this leaf. Let's see what kind of music the flowers make. It's so calm and nice. Okay, but I wanna try with this cactus and see if we get a more prickly, angry, painful sound. One thing that's really cool is these sticky pads are made to not damage the plant. So you can see it's really stuck on there, but when I remove it, the leaf is perfectly fine. Okay, for the cactus, I'm using these clips right here. I'm just gonna attach this clip right there to the cactus, and then this clip right here. It's not as angry as I thought it was gonna be. I guess out of all the cactuses, this is probably the least angry cactus I've ever seen. The Plantwave app is actually really cool. You can connect your phone to the Plantwave itself and see the measurements it's reading from the plant. You can even record the audio that your plant is making and save it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen one of these in real life. This is a Venus flytrap. Okay, I'm kind of very scared to get bit by a Venus flytrap. That's a cool sound. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm gonna stick my pinky into the flytrap's mouth. Oh, it's biting down. What? Whoa. Okay, enough of that, enough of that. That is freaky. All right, it also says that you can use people with this. So, Jameson, take one. Okay, we have to touch fingers. Wow, look at that. That's some energy. There's also some really cool sounds that you can choose from here. Celestial Being, Emerald Journey, Enchanted Forest. If you want to try Plantwave for yourself, go check out the link in my description. Thank you so much, Plantwave, for sponsoring this part of the video. Let's get on to the next tiny instrument. This is the tiniest harmonica in the world. Well, there's not too much to talk about this. I say we go for it. That's a harmonica. Harmonicas are already pretty small, but look how tiny this one is. It works perfectly fine. The tiny harmonica only plays 4 notes, whereas this normal one plays 10. This tiny harmonica works great. Let's go to the next instrument. This is the world's smallest radio. Okay, let's see if this picks up a station.
Subscribe to Land and Purify for the best music content on YouTube.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Thank you so much, Mr. Radio Man. I'd love if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It means so much to me. You guys are the best. Well, the radio works. This is a kalimba, but this is the world's tiniest kalimba. Okay, kalimbas are already tiny. This is tiny, tiny. This is honestly really good. This is better than the clear kalimba in the last video. It really is. It really is tuned quite well. You might recognize this song.
Flint and steel.
Even though this kalimba is tiny, it makes a really calming, nice sound. It's really quiet though, so we're gonna need a microphone for it. This is the world's smallest boombox. This thing is tiny and really cool looking, and apparently you can play music on it. First, let's connect our phone. WS Boombox. World's smallest boombox. That's kind of cool. You know what? I'm just gonna full send it, volume all the way up. Let's see what happens. It's booming! Hey, it works. Volume controls don't work. Pause button works. Well, I think this is cool for the visual aspect. I don't think I'd ever use this. Much rather have like a Sony speaker or something. It does what it says. This is the world's tiniest Simon. If you don't know what Simon is, it's a little music memory game. You have to remember the last note played. I haven't played Simon since I was like 8 years old. Oh, I thought it was... I haven't gotten any better, it seems. Okay, let's try this. I'm toast. Dang it! I might be able to use some of those notes in the song. Let's go to the next instrument. This is the world's smallest tongue drum. Look how small it is compared to a normal sized tongue drum. This one we can play with our thumbs. But this tongue drum comes with this little tiny stick, and I don't think this is gonna sound good. Actually, it doesn't sound bad. This is the first instrument that I think kind of sounds better than the normal size. I kind of like using it with this end. The tongue drum will definitely add some flavor to our tiny song. Whoa, this is the world's smallest violin. So a company called Tiny Circuits made this tiny violin that's actually playable. So they say that each one of these strings actually plays. So there's 4 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of crazy. This thing is tiny. It's literally smaller than my finger. And it gets even better. Apparently you can actually play the notes by using the neck. This works really well. That's insane. And they have built-in songs. No way! Dude, they loaded the final countdown on this tiny little guy. Okay, I'm gonna try to play Jingle Bells. Hey, we officially played a song on the world's smallest violin. But the scientists at Tiny Circuits didn't stop at the violin. They made a piano. Ow. I'm expecting the piano to be the same as the violin, so let's just turn it on. Why do so many of these pianos not have the last C? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We're missing a note. Oh, the black keys don't work. That's okay. It's so tiny. And then I think it can play songs as well. F. Whoa, that was kind of awesome. They sound like Nokia ringtones. Okay, I got a little carried away. Tiny Circuits also has a little TV with a little remote. Watch this. It actually works. Oh, they're making music. Look at that. Is that Gumby on a piano? Yo, Gumby's making music out here on the tiny piano.
Beautiful silence.
Those look like automatones. Bro, that's actually an automaton on that screen right there. Look at him. Tiny Circuits also makes this tiny Game Boy. It's literally the size of the end of my thumb, and it actually works. This is Tetris. Even though these are so tiny, they actually played notes quite well. These are gonna be great for the tiny song. This is the world's smallest jukebox. I don't think this actually plays like a real jukebox does, but let's turn this on. Ooh, it lights up. Oh, it's a radio.
Commercials than songs. One station respects the music.
Oh, well, I guess this is just a radio. I don't get how it's a jukebox. We still need something to record our tiny instruments for our tiny song, so we have a tiny microphone. Look how tiny this thing is. This mini microphone has a little 1/8" jack, so I'm just gonna plug it into my phone. All right, we're gonna test the sound quality of this thing. I have it plugged into my phone. Let's try this out.
Test 1, 2, check 1, 2, 3. We are talking into the tiniest microphone. I have high hopes. Let's see how this thing sounds. I'm gonna get really loud in this mug. And then I'm gonna talk with a very nice tone. Let's do some ASMR. We're testing the smallest microphone.
We're gonna have to do a lot of editing to make this sound good, but I think we can make it work. This claims to be the smallest cello, but it just has a button on the back. I don't think it's gonna be that good. You know what? I'm gonna try to sample this and make it into our song, but this one, eh. Okay, now that we've tried out all the instruments, let's go see if they can actually make a song.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to something quite extraordinary, quite incredible, quite unlike anything you may have experienced in your life.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel, and if YouTube's algorithm actually works, you're gonna love this video next.